players ask me, what should you do when you don't feel like working out? And really, there's two parts to this. And, first of all, I'll say if this happened to you and it's over a long period of time, so like, every single day you've been working consistently and then all of a sudden you just like don't feel like doing it anymore. You're just like, man, I don't want to go to the gym ever again. I don't want to go to the weight room ever again. Like I hate this. I hate this now. Um, that could be you just being burnt out because you're doing it so much. And I actually I talked about that on last week's podcast, and I put out a video on it. So check out my YouTube channel for that video on what you should do if you feel burnt out, and that'll help you out a lot. But I'll let you guys go check that out if that's you. But there's also the people who are short term. Like there are gonna be days that you're gonna get up, right, and you're not gonna feel like going to the gym, right? Those isolated days where you just don't feel like doing it. You don't feel like going to the weight room. You don't feel like, getting outside and doing whatever. My answer to that, how to fix that, is you've got to get moving, right? It's all about momentum. Momentum is the biggest key when it comes to this, to being consistent in anything. And anything you don't feel like doing, getting some momentum moving forward is what it's all about. And, have you ever noticed that there'll be days where maybe you didn't get enough sleep and you have to wake up early the next day, and you get up and you're going off 3-4 hours of sleep, and you just feel terrible and you just want to die because you just want to go back to sleep, right? It's 6 a.m. and you got to be somewhere, but then you get up, you get going, maybe get some breakfast, drink some water, get out the door, get to wherever you're going to get to, and all of a sudden you feel pretty normal, like you feel fine, right? Like you don't feel that tired anymore. You kind of, your energy's picked up. As you start to, eat your breakfast, drink your water, get walking a little bit, you start to be like, oh, okay, I'm all right. Like, oh, I'm good now. That's momentum right there. That's what I'm talking about. If you just would have stayed in your bed, that momentum never comes. You're just going to keep on sleeping, right? You probably could sleep for 8 more hours at that point, okay? So that's how momentum works. As you start to go, it's a snowball and starts to pick up and keep on going. And if you don't feel like doing something, the best thing you can do is get up and just take one step in that direction. Okay? If you're supposed to go to the park to work out, but you can't seem to get the motivation to do it, get up, grab some basketball shorts and your socks and put them on, right? Put your shoes on. Just take that first step towards doing that thing, okay? And then maybe after that, you go make yourself a sandwich, right? You eat that sandwich. All of a sudden, your mind, like your entire outlook, your entire mindset might be completely different after you eat that sandwich, right? You might be sitting on the couch being like, I don't feel like working out. This is terrible and I don't want to do it. By the time you get up, put your shorts on, put your socks on, your shoes, you go over, eat a sandwich, drink some water, drink some milk, whatever, you might feel completely different. You might feel way more energetic after you eat that sandwich. You might be completely ready to go to the gym at that point. Okay, you've already taken those steps to get the momentum to go forward. Okay, so the rule is if you can take one step in that direction, you're gonna start to find it easier and easier and easier and easier to do that thing. Okay, so if you don't feel like doing something, do something that's gonna move you that direction. Okay. The other thing to recognize is that, our bodies need and love exercise. And you release chemicals that make you feel good when you exercise. And, many times I notice that when I don't feel like going to the gym or the weight room and I do it anyway, that post-workout feeling is, it's incredible, right? And it's even better than those post-workouts when I did feel like going, when I was super motivated, because you overcame that additional adversity. And proving to yourself that you can overcome that adversity and get it done is so good for you mentally and physically as well. And, your body's meant to move. Once you get it moving, you're going to start to feel a lot better. Okay? So a lot of times when you're done working out, you're going to be so glad that you did it because you're going to feel way better than you did before. Chances are if you're sitting on the couch not wanting to go work out, you probably aren't feeling that great at that point. Okay? You're just like, you're kind of in a baseline mode, just being lazy. And it might seem cool at that point, but really you're going to regret it if you don't do it. Okay? So save yourself that. Go take that first step, momentum in that direction. And then once you do that thing, you're going to feel so good about it. Okay. It also can help you to switch up your music or even listen to something other than music when you go work out. Maybe you listen to this podcast, right? Then time you go work out, you don't feel like doing it. I know I've had people tell me that they listen to my podcast when they work out. Maybe you listen to a TED Talk or an interview or an audiobook or like another podcast, whatever it might be. Okay. Or you just switch up the music you listen to. Maybe it's a new playlist, a new artist, or a new genre, whatever it might be. And that can completely change the way that your mind views the situation. And those are just a few ways that I personally deal with that. But if you also have certain ways that you overcome those things, then when you don't feel like it, drop it in the comments and help everyone else out. Because I think whatever methods you have personally can definitely help other people as well.